Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Bhasmodholita vigraha. Bhasma means the ash. Uddholita means fully covered with. And vigraha means the body. So it is said that Lord Shiva's body is fully covered with ash. Not the scented ash that we get, the ash from the cremation ground. The ash that symbolizes destruction of body identification. That ash is called bhasma or vibhuti or raksha, and it is very sacred because it is symbolic of detachment and destruction of body identification. It is also a symbol of vairagya, dispassion. When one applies bhasma on the forehead or on the body, it is to remind us that finally our body also is going to become ash. Are we this bundle of ash? We are the indestructible spirit, and that is Shiva. There are many beautiful shlokas about bhasma. So it is said, Papanam Roganam Maya Pashasya Bhartsanat Bhasma. That which drives away agitations, diseases, bondage created by Maya, that is called Bhasma. It destroys all these because it reminds us of Lord Shiva. Agitations of the mind, diseases, bondages of Maya, they all are a product of ignorance and attachment. To be rooted in detachment is to drive away all these. Even the Jabala Upanishad says that Papam nashayate krishnam api janma shatarjitam. Even in hundreds of lives, whatever sins, negative tendencies that we have accumulated, they will get destroyed when one applies bhasma and anchors in that attitude of detachment. Bhasma appears to be ugly, but that which appears to be ugly also attains a divine status when Lord Shiva applies it. So it is said, Bhasanat Bhasitam Proktam Bhasma Papasya Bhartsanat Bhutihi Bhuti Kari Pumsam Raksha Raksha Kari Punaha. So it is known by four names: Bhasitam, Bhasma, Bhuti, and Raksha. Bhasanat Bhasitam, that which illumines, which brightens, is called Bhasma. The Bhasma, when we apply, it is grayish and black in color. Yet it illumines and brightens us. Why? Because it represents destruction of all the negative tendencies, attachments, impurities, and that helps us to shine. That brings out our true potential. That makes us more positive, peaceful. Hence, bhasanat bhasitam. It is called bhasitam. Papasya bharsanat bhasmaha. By destroying our negative tendencies, it helps us to brighten up. It is called bhuti, or we must have heard it as vibhuti. Vibhuti meaning a special way of being. So when we destroy body identification, that is a special way of being, which is actually our true being. That is our true nature. But it appears special because we are used to the body identification and living as a finite entity. Hence, it is a glory, vibhuti, anchoring in that attitude that I am pure consciousness. One shines in one's true nature. And it is also called raksha. Generally, after a havan is over, what one takes up is called as a raksha. Because what truly protects us is the grace of the Lord, is our sadhana to get out of body identification, is our punya karma. And so Raksha is a symbol of all these. The ash is called Raksha because of all these. Because that ash is symbolic of when mantras are chanted and offered, it is symbolic of devotion, of doing our karma, and because it burns away our ignorance, our attachments. It is also symbol of knowledge. In the fire of knowledge, all that is offered gets burnt completely. So Gnanagni Sarva Karmani Bhasmasat Kurute Arjuna. The fire of knowledge will destroy all the karmic bondage. One becomes free. The cycle of birth and death, one is freed from. So Bhasma is a symbol of destruction of bondage, freedom from cycle of birth and death, destruction of ignorance. And hence in the Mahabharata it is said, Rakshartham Mangalartham cha Pavitrartham cha Bhamini Lanchanartham cha Bhaktanam Bhasma Dattam Puramaya. In the Anushasanika Parva, in Mahabharata, this comes, where Lord Shiva says, for the sake of protection, auspiciousness, purification, and as a symbol of myself, I have given Bhasma to my devotees. And hence the devotees of Lord Shiva, they apply Bhasma because it is a prasad of Mahadev. And many Shiva temples, when we go, Bhasma is given as prasad, and one takes it reverentially, applies it, and feels gratitude. Generally, Bhasma is applied as a tripundra. With 3 fingers, one uses the ash, dry or wet ash, and applies it as 3 straight lines, tripundra. And if you remember the story of Tripurantakaha, when Bhagavan destroyed the Tripurasura, he had burnt them all. And that ash Bhagavan took and applied it as a tripundra. So from then onwards, the devotees apply to please the Lord. And also it is a symbol that one has to go beyond the 3 bodies, the 3 states of awareness, the 3 gunas, to realize the Lord. So one has to destroy one's identification with these. Hence, every time one applies Bhasma as Tripundra, one remembers that the body will turn into ashes. The mind also has to be destroyed to realize the self. And the cause of both these is the causal body, the ignorance, the vasanas. They have to be destroyed through the knowledge. Hence, 3 bodies, 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, 3 states of consciousness, waking, dream, and deep sleep. Even 3 karmas, sanchit karma, prarabdha karma, agami karma, all are destroyed in the fire of knowledge. And hence Bhasma is very sacred. And it is also said, Bhasma Jnana Janakam. When all these false identifications are destroyed, the self in us automatically reveals. So Bhasma helps knowledge to be discovered by destroying the false veiling. Just like the clouds move away and the sun shines, same way when we apply Bhasma, symbolic of destruction of all our false identification, the self in us reveals. Hence Bhasma leads as though to the self-discovery. Bhasma Jnana Janakam. And finally it is said, Bhasma is of the nature of Lord Shiva itself. Mahabhasma Mahadevaha, Mahamayava Bhasakaha. His Bhasma is Mahadev himself, who is the wielder and the controller of the Maya. Whenever the Lord wants, he can apply the Bhasma. Whenever the Lord wants, he can remove it. The 3 lines, they symbolize the 3 gunas, which is Maya. So whenever the Lord wants, the Lord uses the Maya, creates the whole Srishti, sustains, destroys it. And whenever the Lord wants, the Lord remains in the non-dual state. So Bhasma is Mahadev himself as consciousness. Puja Gurudev gives a beautiful explanation about Bhasma.
Hindus, they put ashes 3 lines every day. Why? Shiva wears. Shiva is represented as one who is constantly in contemplation, in meditation. He has nothing to do with the world of BMI, PFT, he has withdrawn and rolled up his consciousness, and he is identifying himself with the highest in himself, in the high peaks of the Himalayas. He represents man in the seat of contemplation. What is his decoration? A wristwatch, a chain, a beautiful shoe, wonderful pant, a t-shirt. To a man of perfection, his glory is that he has burnt away all his vasanas. What all these vasanas? Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. Good, bad and indifferent. Therefore the 3 months made ashes. That is the beauty and glory of the man of perfection. He is neither good nor bad. Whatever action he does, there is no new vasanas are created. He has burned up it all in the Jnana-Agni, in the fire of knowledge. This idea is symbolized in Shiva's third eye. He also, the man of perfection, also has got the 2 fleshy eyes to see what you and I are seeing. He sees the world as it is, but he has also got a private eye, through which, even while seeing the world of plurality, he recognizes the striding beauty of the Lord of the universe, who is the substratum of the whole universe. Hence the picture, so beautifully described in words, that the Lord in seat of meditation, in that final ecstasy of bliss, he gets up and dances. Man dances when he is happy, whether you know dancing or not. Everyone dances. When a sudden news comes of which you loved it so much, you expected so much, but you had no hope of getting it. But suddenly you hear that you got it. Whee! You jump and hit the ceiling. When a sudden influx of joy, extreme joy comes in the mind, you dance. Thus the Tandava Nritta of Lord Shiva. He dances. As he dances, he suddenly recognizes the world of plurality, enchanting. And he remembers, these are the devils and the rascals who caught me up so far in my delusion. He becomes angry. He opens his third eye. When he looks to the west, the whole west names and forms are burnt down. To the right burnt down. To the north, to the south, to the east, everything is burnt down. Destruction. Burned down, only ashes. He looks at the world of plurality, and that plurality world burns down. No more names and forms. He recognizes the infinite self everywhere. But he doesn't destroy the mind. Because this is the mind and intellect that helped me to learn my spiritual and my scriptures, understand what my teacher said. And it is with this vehicle that I realized it. Therefore, he is forgiven. A mind that has been trained all his lifetime in yoga, which will not dare again to captivate you. With that pure mind, he serves the world. He who is a saint, a sage, a master. Okay? So when you are doing vibhuti, ashes, it is not ashes. It is ashes of not of cow dung ashes. It is the ashes of your own old tendency, which you have burnt down in your new understanding.
May the Lord help us to anchor in the attitude of detachment, and may we rise above our body identification and shine in our true glory as the self, as Bhasmodholita Vigraha.
Om Namah Shivaya. शिवाय।